Ever wonder how some fintech companies just seem to explode onto the scene and like grow globally almost overnight?
Right. It's pretty remarkable.
Yeah, so we're going to take a deep dive into this fascinating case study from the sales experts about how they helped one fintech company find a key hire, business development manager in London.
Wow.
In just 2 months.
Oh, wow. London's a tough market.
Super competitive.
Yeah.
So finding someone that quickly, especially for such a key role, is super impressive.
Absolutely.
They're going to explore how they achieve that.
Yeah, this was not just any hire. This was a strategic hire, part of a bigger growth plan.
Exactly. It wasn't just about filling a position.
Right.
It was like they had a vision.
Yeah, vision, exactly.
So let's get into the nitty-gritty here.
Okay.
The search itself took 198 hours over 8 weeks.
Wow.
And involved a whole team
of
8 people, 2 senior recruiters, and 6 talent acquisition managers.
Okay, so like a full-on task force.
Yeah. And get this, they had to sift through 940 applications.
940? That's a lot of people.
I know, right? Makes you wonder if they were using AI or something to even handle that volume.
Right. You would think.
I mean, that's a lot of resumes.
You would need some serious tech to go through that many resumes.
Yeah, and they didn't want to just, tick boxes.
Right.
They wanted someone who fit the company culture.
Yeah. Especially in fintech, it's such a fast-paced, high-growth environment.
Yeah.
You need somebody who can, really thrive in that kind of pressure cooker.
Absolutely. They weren't just looking for any business development manager.
Right. This was a very
specific,
specialized.
Yeah.
So that means they needed someone with very specific skills.
Exactly. Think about it. You need somebody who understands both traditional finance and the constantly evolving fintech trends.
Right, because it's not
just
about knowing the old ways. You need to know the new cutting edge stuff too.
Exactly. And I imagine those skills are in high demand.
Oh, absolutely.
So finding someone who has them and is available.
And is a good fit.
That must have been tough.
Yeah, that's a challenge for sure.
Yeah.
Did they have to compromise on anything for speed?
That's a good question.
Did they have to broaden their search or...
Yeah, were there any trade-offs?
Or maybe risk overlooking someone who didn't perfectly check every box, but could have been amazing.
So how did they actually zero in on this perfect candidate?
So the sales experts, they took a very targeted approach. A bespoke search focusing just on the financial technology space.
Okay, so no messing around.
No messing around.
Laser focused.
Yeah, they probably tapped into specific networks.
Yeah.
Maybe industry events, headhunting,
Right, like they had
a strategy.
A plan.
Yeah.
So once they had their pool of candidates, how did they narrow it down?
Well, they used a rigorous vetting process.
Okay.
So skill assessments, behavioral interviews. Right.
Really getting to know these people.
Exactly. Making sure they could not just do the job, but fit into that company culture we were talking about.
Right. It's almost like a personality test, too.
It is. Yeah. You got to make sure it's a good match all around.
It's like using a scalpel instead of a machete.
Yes. Exactly.
Very precise.
Very precise.
And ultimately, they found their business development manager in that 2-month time frame.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
But it makes you think, right?
Yeah.
Were there any bidding wars?
Right, because everyone wants this person.
Counter offers.
Yeah.
Must have been intense.
This wasn't just filling a gap. It was a strategic investment.
Exactly.
In their future.
Yeah.
Really shows how crucial targeted recruitment is.
For sure, especially for fast-growing companies.
It's not just about finding someone. It's about finding the right someone.
Exactly.
The one who fits in and helps you grow even faster.
You need the right people to achieve those big goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want you to think about this. If you were in charge of finding top talent in a rapidly changing field like fintech, how would you do it?
That's a good question.
How would you strike that balance between speed accuracy and finding that perfect fit?
It's a tough one.
It is.
You really have to think strategically.
Definitely food for thought.
Lots to consider.
Especially as the world of work keeps changing so fast.
Absolutely. Things are moving quickly.
So keep that in mind as you navigate your own career.
Good advice.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into fintech recruitment.
It was fascinating.
It was. And until next time.
See ya!
Happy hunting.
Happy hunting.